Welcome back to Sis Gaming TV, your ultimate source for cinematic guides, viral builds, and game-breaking strategies. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful systems in ROM Golden Age, the Soul Enchantment mechanic. Whether you're a seasoned warrior or just starting your journey, this full system guide will break down everything you need to know, from unlocking enchantments, optimizing soul stats, to crafting the perfect synergy for your faction. So grab your gear, sharpen your mind, and let's unleash the full potential of your soul. Thank you for our one of the subscriber, Mr. Bettina, for suggesting this content. If this guide sparked your next power build, don't just level up in game, level up this channel. Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with your wildest soul combo, and smash that like if you're ready to dominate ROM Golden Age. Sis Gaming TV, where strategy meets style, and every click fuels the next viral flex. Today, I'm unleashing the power of Soul Enchant in ROM Golden Age. You can view the Soul Enchant progress along with all relevant details in the Soul Enchant tab. This tab showcases your Soul Stone. It's your go-to hub for enchantment tracking and upgrades. Our lineup includes Abyss, Solaris, Aerial, Tempest, Ishtal, and Luminous, each with unique enchant paths and elemental traits. To unlock Tempest, you'll need 30,000 combat power. Ishtal demands even more, minus 40,000 CP. And for Luminous, reach level 70 to access its enchanting potential. Next up is the Mastery tab. Here you'll find all the gear tied to Mastery, including weapons, armor, and accessories. Next up is the Applied Effect tab. Here you'll find a summary of all the effects granted by each enchanted soul stone. Next up, the Available Effects tab. Here, you'll see all the enchantable effects you can apply to your soul stones. Each enchanted soul stone applies a random enchantment and mastery effect to your equipment, making every upgrade unique. Mastery applies to key gear slots, including shoulder armor, boots, gloves, and helmet. Each mastery falls under a distinct category, determined by the type of soul stone enchantment applied. Let me show you an example. Check out this sample case. For the Abyss, we have Helmet Mastery, Shoulder Armor Mastery, Gloves Mastery, and Boots Mastery. You can also see those mastery here. Next soul enchant on the list, Solaris. We have a Weapon Mastery, Helmet Mastery, Bottom Mastery, and lastly the Boots Mastery. Same on the Abyss. Earlier, you can see here the Available Equipment Mastery. Also for the Aerial, we have same UI but different equipment category for the Mastery. You can check the summary of applied mastery effects here. Just click right here, check the box. Then you can check the effects. Each mastery grants a unique status effect, tailored by the soul stone enchantment applied. Weapon Mastery has an effects from weapons such as weapon attack and critical damage. Different Equipment Mastery has different status effect. You can check it by yourself. I'll show you another example of this status effects applying to your equipment status. Our example here is the Helmet Mastery, which has a current effect of defense and critical resistance. Let's move on to our inventory, and we will look the status effects on our equipment. As you can see right here, the pink status, we have status of +1 for defense and +1.5% for critical resistance. That's how the equipment mastery affects on our equipment. From our status, we have defense and critical resistance. Now, let's explore what each enchantment brings to your gear. Moving on, here's how specific enchantments impact your equipment. Each of this row enchantment has a different status effect. This first row has this effect. You can choose of what status effect you want for your status build, but this is a random chances. Be mindful of your enchantment choices. The wrong setup might drain your soul stone reserves. Different row enchantment has a different status to be randomly applied. Here's the deal, once your enchantment reaches the 10th row, you unlock a chance to level up your equipment mastery. And the higher the mastery, the stronger your gear stats become. The more enchantment you have, the more status will be added. But be careful for choosing the right status for the enchantment. The 10th row's adding for mastery, and also for the 12th and 14th rows, there's equipment mastery status, better to attain this enchantment rows. Here's the important note, once you engrave the status on the soul stone, you cannot change it now, you will need it to enchant the effect using Ethereum. Example here, you can enchant one of those soul enchanted using Ethereum. You can enchant your current status using only the Ethereum materials. But the Ethereum acquirement is only on the shop. You can buy Ethereum materials only on the shop and it requires a payment. It costs $6.99. Ethereum materials can't be acquired nothingless but on the shop. But if you can buy it on the shop, just buy it to enchant your soul stone. This is a preset too. We will try to enchant my soul stone for character's progress. I'll use the Abyss Soul Stone for the enchantment and change my current stats to a new one. Just check every rose for the status. For me, my goal is to have a green and red status. Just click Enchant to randomly change the status given. Once the status is okay for you, then engraved it to move on the next status rows. As I said, my goal is to have green and red status, and also the preferred status effect for your character. And yes, we have a red status. Just click the pin button to engrave the status and proceed to the next row. I just checked the status that can be given for that status. Let's proceed to the next row. Click or tap that pin button to engraved soul slot and confirm. That's how to enchant our soul stone. I try more to enchant my soul stone. Let's take a fast forward until on the 9th row. For this time, I'm enchanting the 10th row for the additional status for mastery. I want to enchant the weapon mastery for weapon damage status. I want to check first the status given for the shirt's mastery so that I can conclude that it is okay for the status progress. But the problem is we are running out of Abyss Soul Stone. Let's try another enchant. Let's try another one. Still we can't get the weapon mastery, and we are lacking for Abyss Soul Stone. And then we will move on to the next rows for another completion status for Abyss Soul Stone. Let's take another leap. Since we are lacking an Abyss Soul Stone, we need to gather some Abyss Soul Stone. Soul Stone can be gathered on Monster. Also for the shop, let's check what shop can be gathered. It's only for the Conqueror's shop. Let's take a look for crafting. Maybe it's better to acquire the Abyss Soul Stone through crafting. For massive number of Abyss Soul Stone, let's craft this Abyss Shard to enchant our Soul Stone. Returning in Soul Enchant, we will set the Abyss Soul Stone. Be careful for the enchantment. I enchant this Soul Stone from the preset 1, which is we are not intended to enchant Soul Stone from preset 1 because we are enchanting the preset for changing our stats. Now let's continue enchanting our preset to Soul Stone for Abyss. Again, we are lacking Abyss Shard for the enchantment for our Soul Stone. Be careful for the enchanting. It will require your patience and materials. Since our Abyss Shard is lacking again, I will try to craft again, or let's take a look for the shop, the Conqueror's shop. But Conqueror's shop requires a lot of token. Another important note, if you are enchanting your soul stone on the preset 2, you must click the apply button for the current status. Since we are lacking Abyss Shard for the enchantment, and also we are using preset 2 as our main status and change from preset 1, you can reset the status of preset 1. You can acquire some shard for the initialization process. Because it will reset, the amount shard that you consumed on the entire preset to be initialization will be given back to you at a certain amount. There's a specific percentage for the amount of shard. You can see it for yourself, just click the initialization. For my case, I have 30% return amount consumed. Just click the confirmation for resetting the preset soulstone, and it will transfer the amount of shard consumed. For that, you can have shard for the additional enchantment of your preset soulstone. Let's have another enchant for soulstone. And yes, we have some red status for equipment mastery. Just lucky as my equipment, I don't have any epic crafted equipment. Since I'm lacking shard again for the last row of soulstone, I must check the Conqueror's shop. As I check the Conqueror's shop, and it can buy so much more, I will craft the Abyss Shard again to complete the Abyss Soulstone. Forget about this shop and proceed to crafting. Since the materials is free from the event and we can't craft the legendary equipment for now, it's better to use that first. We will craft again the Abyss Shard through legendary equipment fragment. Let's our last chance of enchantment for the completion of Abyss Soulstone. Wait until the end. The last enchantment received a red stats. And that's the full breakdown of Soul Enchantment in ROM Golden Age. If this guide helped you, level up your strategy, smash that like button with your favorite soul combo, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more cinematic guides and faction flexes. This is Gaming TV, where strategy meets style. Catch you in the next one.